This creepypasta is called Ohayo gozaimasu, which means good morning in Japanese. One day, I went to a friend's place. He lives near a shopping district and rents a room in a sort of communal apartment. It's the shared type, and there's a sort of public bathroom on the first floor. My friend's room is also next to the first floor, farthest to the east exit. We were hanging out in this room and drinking when I realized I needed to use the bathroom. Something about the bathroom was really creepy, so I kept looking around to make sure nobody was watching me. I finished up and left the bathroom when a young guy with a yellow hoodie came up to me out of nowhere and said, "Ohayo gozaimasu," or "Good morning." He cried it out in a somewhat disjointed manner. Good morning to you too, Ohayo gozaimasu," I responded. I continued on my way back to my friend's room. My friend then decided to use the bathroom as well, and when he came back, he said the same thing had happened to him. Some weird guy in a yellow hoodie said hello, and he returned the greeting. Not much later, I got tired and fell asleep because we had been drinking all night. I don't know what time it was, but at some point my friend started yelling and woke me up. He was watching the news. When I lifted my head up to see what was going on the screen, I saw an old woman. Underneath her was a heading that read, "Satsujin," murderer. People attacked in broad daylight. The woman began answering questions, reporting to a crew, and telling them anything that they were asking. What she described made my blood run cold. Well, the murderer was pretty young and wearing a yellow hooded sweatshirt, she said. Apparently she had witnessed one of the attacks. The report continued on with information from the police regarding the man's motive. Apparently, he had been stabbing people who didn't reply to his good morning. A little bit of afterthought on this one. One of the things that people write to me a lot about is gun control in Japan, and it's not really an issue. That's why even in this story you see the guy who is the murderer is carrying a knife. Now, stabbings do happen once in a while here in Japan. They still are very rare, thank goodness, but of course, if you do know anything about a little recent history in Japan's crime, we had the Akihabara stabbings, which are probably the most famous at this point. But for the most part, guns outlawed. You need to have a license in order to own a shotgun. You need to take a 2-year class just to get it, and then you need to be safe with it for 10 years in order to own a pistol. So mostly only people in Hokkaido keeping themselves safe from bears are the owners of guns in Japan. Until next time, I'm Unrested. This was JPASTA.